I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I have a roll call, please?
Yes, thank you. Oh. We're not. Are you? Yes. Okay.
I'll put you down.
Okay. All right. Good enough.
Roll call, village president Dedlock.
Here.
Mr. Martin.
Here.
Mr. Morgan. Present. Ms. Nolan.
Here.
Ms. Quinn. Absent. Ms. Wackerly.
Here.
And Ms. Sweetum.
Present.
We have a motion to approve the village board minutes dated May 18th, 2026.
I will make a motion to approve village board meeting minutes dated May 18th, 2026.
A second.
Motion to approve previous meeting minutes from May 18th. Motion made by Ms. Wackerly,
Yes.
seconded by Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Morgan.
Yes.
Ms. Nolan.
Yes.
And Ms. Sweetum.
Yes.
Do we have public comment?
Yes, we do. We have 4. First, Melissa Piscini.
Hi, yes, my name's Melissa. I've been here multiple times. I have 2 things to quickly touch on. First, I want to still bring up that the Village of Grand Park, who's ever running your Facebook profile, is still deleting anybody's comments that they don't approve of, nothing done in vulgarity. But if it doesn't go with their agenda, they just delete the comments. I do have screenshots of it, because it's usually mine, happens all the time. Secondly, and more important to me, is that this board, the previous board, voted and approved on a swing that I was to donate at the new Hilbert Park. Paid for by me, and it was approved for a plaque to be put in. Nobody's contacted me, the park is complete. So we opened up for you guys on June 20th, and it's something that the board approved, and nobody has contacted me. I don't get to have time to come to these meetings. I'm offering to put a mommy and me swing park in, and you guys failed to contact a person. It was a gift to the village in memory of my daughter. And you guys voted and approved it. And you disregard it, and not even come talk to me. I'd like some sort of response on that.
Okay, I'll give you a response. Jamie Hawkins, our past village president, actually sent a video, and what was approved was the swing in the Central Park from the Grant Park Foundation. That's what was voted on. That's what she sent to the office today. Nothing was ever voted on for the park in the back.
So I can bring the old mayor back in here to address that?
Whatever you want to do. She's the one who sent the information. She sent it to Carrie. Carrie showed me when I came.
It was something that I found the wrong video. That is correct. I found the wrong video. Because now I have to go through, because you guys failed to live up to your commitment, I have to go through and play all your YouTube videos back, if those were recorded, to find the exact time it was voted and approved on. So now I have to waste my time because you're failing to do something that you guys approved.
No, I haven't failed to do anything, and I contacted manufacturer, and any alterations to the new playground equipment, the warranty will be voided, so there'll be nothing.
And you guys approved it before. It was a gift that I was donating to our community to better the lives of our children.
So the answer, ma'am, is no.
Okay, like I said, I will go through all the YouTube videos. I will play it back. And also, it's still like an answer on why you guys keep deleting comments.
Do you have anything else?
I would like an answer.
Well, if you're not on the actual agenda, I don't even have to speak to you. That's rules.
That's how you let them know. That's great.
If you're done,
I'm finished for now.
okay. Next person.
Neil Courier.
Hello, I'm Neil Courier. I'm the council president for St. Peter's UCC. We are doing our vacation Bible school at the park from July 13th to July 17th, excuse me. And I was kind of wondering if we get a discounted rate for that Friday. Since we're a church, that's my question. Also, if it would be possible to put a banner up about a month before Vacation Bible School starts, kind of go with attendance.
Like a banner.
Yeah. So we made it-
It's like a highway.
It's an 8 foot by 3 foot banner advertising the event.
So village board, need a decision on your behalf. For nonprofits in the village, Monday through Thursday is $25. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is not discounted. So do you want to make an exception for Friday? And I think that's the question. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, thank you.
I would like to make a motion that we waive that fee.
To make it the same as the rest of the week? Because they're paying a reduced rate Monday through Thursday because they're a nonprofit. Friday wouldn't be included in that. So that's the question, that we reduce the fee on Friday. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, $25.
Yes.
I would like to waive the whole entire fee, but if that's not possible, and if they're happy with 25, the reduced.
And as far as, does that include the putting the banner up? Is that okay with you?
I would think that a banner would be fine, right? Pick people's attention, draw attendance.
Rest of the board have any comments that they would like to add to that? Ms. Noack?
No.
Ms. Wackerly?
Okay.
Mr. Morgan?
Where do you want to put the banner?
Next to the building, maybe
Like
along
around
the
the-
edge of the road, so people
Okay.
would.
So you'll have
see
the
it.
support for it?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds all right.
Like maybe where we put our sponsorship signs for them,
Yeah,
it's like along there.
Somewhere in there. You have to be kind of careful if it's too close to the state highway. Sometimes the state comes through and takes those things down. I mean, try it, or you can maybe put it back where the white utility corral is. You know, again,
That's a
wherever
good
you think
spot.
it's okay, or if it's on the north side of the sidewalk someplace, they won't take it out.
So
So,
pick a spot. Oh, visibility.
okay, and 25, did you get a second?
Did I get a second, like, or, so are we gonna waive it or the 25?
25.
25.
second. Yeah. Okay, motion to change the fee for St. Peter's Church to $25 for that Friday rental. Motion made by Ms. Whittle,
Yes.
second by Mr. Martin.
Yes.
And Mr. Morgan? Yes. Ms. Noack?
yes,
And Ms. Wackerly?
yes.
That all, sir?
That's it.
Okay,
Thanks, guys.
Julie,
I'm with him.
you're with me.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
And Mr. Lex?
Okay, I got a question for the police chief. I know he's not gonna like this, but let's see what his response is. Give me a reason, or reasons for having a police force in this town.
Protect the community,
Why don't you do that?
we do.
You wanna come to my house and sit at my dining room table any day and observe the people that come speeding into this town?
You've done that and you've talked about that before, and I've actually sat out there with you 1 year. I wanna go back a couple of years ago. I had a handheld radar,
I'm talking now.
and you were pointing out cars that you thought were speeding. They were not speeding. And I've had my officers sit across the street in the parking lot, monitoring all cars coming in and out with radar.
What parking lot?
Right, the first house, I forgot whose house it is now. But they've sat there
You
and
mean
they've
the shoulder,
ran,
you mean the shoulder of the road?
they ran, no, not on the shoulder, there's a little turnaround that he has at the edge of the driveway. And they ran radar, I've made sure that they
How
stopped.
have they done it lately?
I don't know about lately, but I know when you came up and made a complaint before. To the police station and you'd had me over there, with 2 semis. I did have my officers go out there for the next couple of days. And none of them said there was anything that was too far out of reach.
Well, first of all, I think that you're too conspicuous. I think you need to sit across the street from my house and shoot them as they come into town, not as they're coming at you. Cause they see you, they spot on.
That's the same spot.
All
Right
right,
underneath the camera.
okay, let's forget that one. What about these trucks that come into town using their Jake brakes? I've owned trucks. There's no excuse for using a Jake brake in the mid-states. They're designed for mountains.
I have not heard of any Jake breaks, but I'm, like I said, I know that they do them on, I hear them on Route 1. And we do have the ordinance, if we catch them using a Jake brake, we
Well,
can stop.
you got trucks that come to the grain elevator, don't have mufflers. And they make all kinds of noise, accelerating, coming in and out of town. Now, I know that that's illegal. Because in my day, man, if I had a truck that didn't have a muffler on it, it was a ticket and a heartbeat.
We have to catch them.
You have to catch. Ah, Jesus. Guess I'm gonna have to get a video camera and do it myself with audio on it. It's just getting ridiculous. I sit at my house and it's just nothing but noise, speeders. I ask myself, where are you guys at when this happens? Seems like you're
They're
never
up and
there.
down Taylor Street all the time.
I don't know. I think personally I would be patrolling 24/7, up and down, doing loop-de-loops. If you get a call, you can be anywhere in this town in a matter of 90 seconds.
We
I
can't
don't-
cater to just one person, so we do travel up and down Taylor Street all the time. We go from Route 1 all the way through.
Seems like it always happens after you just went through or just after you come back after it happens. It just seems like it just never fails. Like I'll be sitting there and say, oh, there he just went. Or shoot, now he comes showing up 90 seconds later. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a chronic old man complaining, but geez, I don't know. It's just very,
Your house is next to the highway?
yeah.
She's right on the corner.
You purchased that house right
I
after?
even come breezing down, going down the residential street. But I'm not freaking enough to get a video on my camera. I'm not computer savvy, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, even if I did, you probably couldn't do it. Oh, this is so. I don't know. It just seems awful strange to me that you just don't get more. I don't know. And how come, when I called for an officer, they're trying to meet me at the grain elevator, nobody ever showed up?
I told you that when you talked to me.
Where were you?
I told you where I was.
Where were you?
Our dispatch never told me you were there.
I distinctively told that gentleman, that's it.
I drove all the way down to 7,000 trying to find these trucks. I did not see them.
I told you they were at the grain elevator, I told
They
it.
did not tell me, and that's what I told you.
I guess I'm gonna have to start recording my conversations. Unbelievable. Did you get a call for shots fired on the Sunday before Memorial Day to find my house? There wasn't me that called, but I heard, there were like 10 distinctive shots. Nobody responded to that either that we know
I don't believe we got a call of shots fired.
of.
I know we had a fireworks call not too long ago. But that was it.
Sunday before Memorial Day,
I don't know the
it's not
exact date.
more like gunshots and everything, fire, excuse me.
We had a fireworks call, that's all I can remember that we had not too long ago.
These are distinctive gunshots. All right, whatever. Oh, one more thing. What about people parking their cars across the sidewalks? Can't you just go to these people's houses and give them a warning?
You can.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Now, you're driving up and down the road and you see this. Why don't you just stop and go to the person's house and just tell them? Perfect example is my next door neighbor, right to the north of me. And I ain't telling them because I've had conflicts with them people and I don't trust them. He wanted to start a physical fight with me one night and I don't agree with them people.
If you don't see us there doing it, you can always call.
Whatever.
Mr. White, do you have anything else? Cause I need to
No,
go on with village
no.
business here.
I'm exhausted. Anybody wanna buy a house, but would like to move out of this town?
That's it.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir. Do we have an approval for bills for payment and payroll?
Yes, I move to approve bills for payment dated May 28th, 2026, from the corporate general fund in the amount of $16,732.30. Also dated May 28th from the tip account, $286,791.01. Also move to approve payroll ending May 23rd in the amount of $18,875.61. Ending May 20th. Oh, I'm sorry, May 26th, in the amount of $2,752.
I'll second.
Did anybody have any questions about accounts payable or the payroll?
No.
It looks like we're good.
Okay, motion to approve the following bills for payment dated May 28th, out of general fund, $16,732.30. Out of the tip account, $286,791.01. Payroll ending May 23rd in the amount of $18,875.61. And payroll ending May 26th in the amount of $2,752 even. Motion is made by Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
seconded by Ms. Weedle,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Nowak,
Yes.
Ms. Wackerly.
Yes.
Yes, seven, okay. Department reports, clerk Scott Dillman.
The only thing I want to add, it's not really clerk department, but several months ago, my father was in asking for a Memorial Day service. And which I'd like to report that he was very thrilled with the Memorial Day service that we did have. And very much appreciated it.
Very nice.
Thank you, sir. I don't have anything really from the attorney. We have several things in the works, but nothing to report. I have a few things when I get to my department that might be concerning with the attorney. Engineers report, last week I went and picked out pavers for our downtown project. So if they're not suitable, he had me to blame. I was told they're gonna be here forever, so pick out good ones. So there was no pressure and I hope I did a good job with it. And ordinances and insurance committee chairperson Susie Weedle.
Yes, I have first reading on ordinance number O-6-26-1. It's our appropriations ordinance. And Mr. Morgan, would you like to talk about this?
Sure, just real quickly. Again, this is something we have to do every year. It's based on the budget. And what will happen in December is that we will base our levy that goes out for property taxes next year based on this appropriations. If you go through it, you see all the departments in the general fund, plus a couple of others that we also levy taxes for, and they're listed here in their amounts. What we have is the first reading. We will be publishing a notice in the newspaper that this is available for the public to view at the village hall. And it'll be there in a form that anybody wants to come in and read it. If they want, we could, I suppose, make a copy, although that's not required by the law. But we'd probably give them a copy just because it's easier if they take it and they can pore over it. On the next meeting date, I forget what it is, June, whatever, June 15th, we will have a hearing at 6 o'clock on the appropriations. At that time, anybody who wants to come to listen to a hearing, we will go through these accounts and just kind of quickly review each of the departments and each of the ones that we do eventually levy taxes for. Again, you'll notice that it has in there some things that are not really in the general fund, like the zoning, planning board, the library, which we are responsible for, but they actually manage their own budget, but we still do the levy form, so that's in there. And there's a scavengers and some things like that that are covered. If anybody has any questions in the next week or two before the next meeting, I'd be glad to answer them. And again, if you see any errors in here, we can correct those errors as late as the hearing. and still we'll have it for the second reading during the regular meeting on the 15th. So if you have any questions now, I'll be glad to try and answer them. Otherwise, again, if you see something in the next couple of weeks, don't hesitate to reach out. I'll be glad to go over it with you. And of course, tonight it's the first reading, so we don't vote on it.
Okay, next up, I would like to waive the first reading on ordinance number 0-6-26-2. It's an ordinance amending Title II, Boards and Commissions, Chapter 1, Planning Commission of the Grant Park Village Code of Ordinances. Would you
I'll
like?
second that.
I'd like to explain a little bit to the board what that is. What we want to do for our planning zoning board is actually pay them a stipend for meetings. Right now, they do it on their own time. We are going to be in the next several years very busy in this community, and we need the cooperation of the zoning board. So my proposal was to pay them $25 per meeting and an extra 15 to the chairman. So the chairman would make a total of $40. The other members would make $25 per meeting. We have quite a bit coming up. I will explain a little bit about the Build Illinois program when it comes to my part. Some of the other towns that I spoke with, I asked the mayors what they did, and their planning commission doesn't get paid, and they have a hard time getting people to be on the board. So what we have coming up here, and I will talk about this more when it comes to my turn, we need the cooperation of the zoning board, so I would like to pay them per meeting.
I need to disclose that my son is a member of this board, and he said he was happy with volunteering for it, but he really felt that the chairperson should really get this extra money because they do a lot of work before the meeting, during the meeting, after the meeting. Like this last one, Matt had to come in and sign a bunch of things on the plat that we finally approved. So anyway, it's a good idea to pay them. I think, again, some places have trouble getting people to serve on it.
And I brought this up to the board. It was my idea, talking to other communities. So I would like you guys to pass this. It shows the zoning board that we do care about them and their time that they're here, that they donate to the village.
Okay, motion to approve waiving ordinance, first reading of ordinance O-6-26-2, which is an ordinance amending Title II Boards and Commissions. Motion is made by Ms. Weedle,
Yes.
seconded by Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Nowak,
Yes.
and Ms. Wackerly.
Yes.
I make a motion to pass ordinance number O-6-26-2, an ordinance amending Title II Boards and Commissions.
I'll second.
A motion to adopt ordinance O-6-26-2, amending Title II Boards and Commissions. Motion is made by Ms. Weedle,
Yes.
seconded by Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Nowak,
Yes.
and Ms. Wackerly.
Yes.
Next, I would like to make a motion to waive first reading on ordinance number O-6-26-3, an ordinance amending Chapter 1 licenses of Title III Business Regulations.
I'll second that too.
Motion to waive first reading of ordinance amending the licenses chapter of the Code of Ordinances, ordinance number O-6-26-3. Motion is made by Ms. Weedle,
Yes.
seconded by Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
Ms. Nowak,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
and Ms. Wackerly.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to pass ordinance number O-6-26-3, an ordinance amending Chapter 1 licenses of the Title III.
I'll second.
A motion to adopt ordinance amending the licenses chapter of the Code of Ordinances, ordinance number O-6-26-3 of Title 3. Motion made by Ms. Weedle,
Yes.
seconded Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
Mr. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Nowak,
Yes.
Ms. Wackerly.
Yes.
And that is all I have.
Does anybody have any questions on what we just passed? I'd be happy to explain to the board if you have a question. If not, we'll move on. Streets and Alley Committee Chairman, Jason Martin.
I got a few things. I was happy to see that, Steve was able to get gravel a little bit sooner than we anticipated, to level out the ground there, because it was a bit muddy and stuff. It was originally gonna be probably like Monday or Tuesday, but he got it out sooner, so, and it looked really nice, so, but commend those guys for that. The next thing up is we talked about a 20-mile-an-hour sign, heading westbound on Butler next to Hyde Park. I'd like to put that to vote, put that speed limit sign in. There's not one there at all, and there's been some issues with the speeding down that way, so hopefully that will limit some of it. If not, well, I have teeth, so.
Where is that again?
Butler, which is over by Hyde Park.
Okay, okay.
So it would be down right in front of Health Park then?
It's about 50 feet from it or so, just that way when you make your turn, you'll be able to see it and then abide by it. So there's no real excuse to miss it, so.
There's no other, chief, there's no other posted signage or
Not,
nothing?
not down that part of the road. It's on the other side of the road coming eastbound, but nothing going westbound.
I would second that.
Okay, motion to put a 20-mile-an-hour sign westbound on Butler Street near Hill Park. Motion by Mr. Martin,
Yes.
seconded by Ms. Weedle,
Yes.
Mr. Morgan.
Yes.
Ms. Nowak,
Yes.
Ms. Wackerly.
Yes.
And that's all I got.
Thank you, sir. Finance Committee Chairman, Gary Morgan.
The only thing I was gonna say is that June 15th, we will have a appropriations hearing at 6 o'clock, but I already said it. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Community Outreach Committee Chairperson, Jody Wackerland.
Yes, I just have some important dates coming up. Our next fest meeting is June 3rd at 6 o'clock at the Community Park Building. Right now, we're just planning our fall fest in September. We have a party in the park coming up June 12th, and that's from 6 to 9 p.m. right here. Yeah. And then our ribbon cutting and park dedication for Hilbert Park is June 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. Building and grounds, we have a vacancy to fill, so if anybody is interested, please make an appointment with Carrie here at the Village Hall for an interview. We have 60 days legally to fill that vacancy, and then I will be in contact with the attorney. Law Enforcement Committee Chairperson Angie Nowak and Chief of Police Alberto Castillo.
Good evening, everybody. Everybody should have the calls for service for May 2026. I just do want to let you guys know that for the accident and crashes, for 8, one of those was at County Line and Route 1. So it went up by 1 for the month. Pretty much, all the answers are here for what our police force has been doing for our village this past month. Just make sure that if you have or know of anybody who has a UTV or a golf cart that has not yet been registered, please ask them to get to the police department. Anything with you, Ann?
We're just open 24 hours. You see an officer on the street, if we're not at the station, just wave them down and then we'll meet you at the station to do your golf carts. There's no appointment necessary.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I have a few things to discuss tonight. Community update, in the next day or two, we will be starting on our sidewalks and streets. All the underground is completed on our streetscape project. So, we're getting closer. We have several more months to go. So we will get completed one day. That's the best I can promise you on that. One of the things I wanted to discuss with you, and I said earlier on, this Build Illinois program. Now, the Build Illinois program is fairly complicated unless you study it. Right now, it's being held up in the House because there's two bills, and I have them written down here. One is Senate Bill 4063. One is House Bill 5626. And what it basically does, it's the Build Illinois program. I don't think it's a good program for the state. The zoning board is going to be very busy. This probably will pass, so be mandated in the state. I don't think it's good for the state of Illinois. That's just my opinion. What it does is it strips the authority from local jurisdiction, from zoning, to put more houses in a community, which means for me, it's not a good thing. They want to do away with this. They think they're going to add more housing by doing it, making it more affordable for people to move into a community. And I think it will take the integrity from our community and take it away. I've been asked here recently in the past week about getting on board. I won't mention names unless they want to be here. I don't think it's proper to bring anybody's name up at a meeting. About solar farms in our community. And they said, we need to put a stop to them. And what you need to do is when you see the first one is when you need to look at them and put a stop, not wait until there's 20 built and say, we need to do something about it. When I tried to explain it, they said, well, what are you guys going to do? It's out of the jurisdiction of Grant Park. We can only worry about what goes on in our community. What goes outside of Grant Park is on private property, and we have no say about it. Basically, what they do is they give a letter to the area residents and say, we're building one. If you notice, there's signs on 9,000 that says no solar farm equipment trucks, go in this direction. There's a great big one there. If you go east of the highway, there's 3 or 4 going up there. And they are going to keep coming into the communities. The next thing is going to be data centers. And we are a prime location for have one in this community. We have the available land that's zone light industrial that it could go up in. Now for it to happen, not to cause panic, it has to be put on a referendum. The voters would have to yes or no before it goes in a community. Have to go in front of the committees as far as the zoning board and the village board. But these are real possibilities. There's 2 east of us in Lowell, proposed one in Peatone. So if you think it's not going to come to your community, I'd rather be prepared and have it, they're like, what are you worried about? And I guess I'm worried for nothing, is to have it come here. No matter how much money is offered to a community, and yes, we could use the revenue, but how much do you sell out your community for? Because once it's built, you can't go back to what it was. So that gives you a little bit idea in the Build Illinois program. It's stalled right now, but it will pass. Even talking to one of the senators that I'm familiar with, they're having a hard time getting people on board to go against this. They feel that it's political suicide. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention. I think our zoning board is going to be busy, but I think it's worth that they get reimbursed for their time that they put in to keep an eye on these things and be on top of it. The best thing I can do to recommend to any one of you is be informed, find out as much information you can. We're working on quite a few different projects right now. And when we get closer and when I can talk to you about it, I will bring to your attention what we're doing. Right now, we have a lot of different things going on, so we're kind of busy and picking out bad looking pavers on top of it, so. I want to thank the maintenance department and Mr. Martin for the nice work you guys did over there getting stone down. It really dressed up the area. We had, the first one, we had a lot of rain. There was a lot of pooling water and everything. They put stone down and it really made a really nice thing. We do have some trustees that are chickens that wouldn't take pictures with some of the animals. I just wanted to bring that up before we, wrapped up our meeting.
He was talking about you.
But it was nice, because, one of our trustees wouldn't step up, the chief and I did take a picture with a snake and a lizard, I guess.
It was a sea-doo.
Okay,
Sea-doo.
that's what I was gonna say, but I didn't know if it was.
Yeah, they had bearded dragons and everything. It
So-
was nice.
I think it was, it was fun. Maybe we can persuade the other people with a stuffed animal next time. They're a little bit less dangerous and stuff, so. But I wanna thank Kimberly. She's doing an amazing job. They were promoted on WVLI during the week. The maintenance department, streets and alley trustee stepped up and made sure we got what we needed there, so. We're headed in the right direction. It brought a lot of people into the community, which was a positive thing. A lot of people came here that maybe would have driven through town and maybe not stopped. But it's always nice to meet new folks that are coming in. So that's really all I have. Ms. Wackler covered the ribbon cutting that we're gonna have and some of the other things that are coming up.
I have a question on that. Down here, it's got a time of 10:30 and her report is 10 o'clock. Which is it for the ribbon cutting at Hilbert Park?
10 o'clock.
Okay,
I thought it was 10:30.
You told me 10 o'clock.
Cause you're always late.
Originally, it was
I just-
10:30.
okay, so it is 10 a.m. Okay,
So, okay, I'm changing it in my calendar from 10:30 to 10. But the original time was 10. And I'll notify the press that I am coming.
Okay, so we're in agreement that it's 10 o'clock then, correct? Okay. Just making sure. That's all I have actually oh, I'm sorry, I have one more thing here before I conclude. We have a piece of property on 111 North Maple that we held a lien on. We took a house down, it was a corner lot. We had a lien on the property for, when we took the house down. We voted, I believe it was last year, if I'm correct. Miss Haley Peters was here from our law firm. We agreed to, if there was nothing to pursue financially, that we would just go ahead and move on this property. The property has been purchased. The person who bought the property needs to get this paperwork settled so they can start construction on a home. We'd like to see a home put on their property. So basically what I'm asking the village board right now, do you want to pursue this any further? This lien, in principle, we voted at a meeting to waive the lien. There was nothing financially for us to gain, but we didn't finish the paperwork. So the lien is still being held in the village's name. So I guess I'm asking the village board right now, could we go ahead and finalize this?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All I have to do is call Mr. Sanchi tomorrow. The paperwork has been prepared. He just said, let me know how the meeting goes and then we'll move on from there. So any questions on that?
Did you have one other thing to talk about tonight?
No.
Lottery.
I do have, thank you for reminding me. I was thinking about the scary animals that I had to deal with over the weekend. At this time, I'd like to pause the meeting and ask Ms. Weedle to please step out.
And of course I will, if I get out of this chair.
So we have 7:09. This has to do with liquor licenses, just so if you're wondering why I have her step out. I talked to her before, we got into the meeting here. Basically anything, because she holds a liquor license in the village, anything that has to do with liquor licenses, voting, discussing anything, she can't be present. She understands that, the attorney explained that to her. She asked our attorney, a couple months ago, the Illinois Lottery approached her about a thing called, Illinois Hot Wins. It's a gaming or a lottery game. And, for her to have it in, would you close that door, please?
Oh, thank you.
For her to be able to have, basically to sell this lottery ticket in a bar setting. Cause it's different than a grocery store, convenience store, whatever. We have to rewrite the liquor licenses to include this. It's basically not against the law for her to sell these. Because as long as it's legal in the state, she could sell it, but it's a gray area and it could be challenged in court. And because our ordinance doesn't clearly say that taverns or bars, whatever you want to call it, can sell this. So I needed to bring it in front of the board. Our attorney said, here's how you need to present it. She asked me about this. I said, I don't know if you can sell it or not. A bar is different than, say, if you walked across the shop, you could buy, I'm assuming you could buy lottery tickets there, or Casey's or any of the others. To make this, I guess, more in line, more conforming, we would have to rewrite the liquor licenses to include this. So is that something that you want to do or not do? She has been the only bar establishment in the village that has approached me about this. And she asked the attorney reached out to me this afternoon and says, if you want to present it to the board, be the board's decision if you want to do this or not do it. As far, like I said, as far as I know right now, no one else has come up to me or the licensing agent from the state, no one's approached Dunstan or Flanagan's or anybody else. I don't think they're selling these at the other, like Love's or Casey's, any place that sells tickets. I don't know if this is a separate lottery just for bars or taverns. Because I don't know why you would be selling this in one establishment where you can go across the street or to another place and buy it too. So is this something that you want to look into to rewrite the ordinance to include it? Which means if we rewrite the ordinance, then we would have to rewrite the liquor license to include that. They can serve liquor and sell this Illinois Lottery Hot Wins in their establishments.
Personally, I don't think that Grant Park needs something like that. We have plenty of slot machines. We have plenty of, convenience areas like Casey's and Love's, and the Shell to buy your lottery tickets and such. I don't think we need something else added into our village.
Okay. Ms. Wackerly?
Yeah, I think and we would have, all of them would have to be rewritten for every establishment.
Yeah, we'd have to start from ground zero on a liquor license to include, the ordinance would have to read that they are allowed to do this Hot Wins, whatever. It's like a progressive lottery type thing. It's not to sell a scratch off ticket
Right.
for your daily. It's different than the tickets at Casey's or Love's or.
It sounds like a Queen of Hearts things that like sometimes you have bars do, or you have a VFW or a Legion do.
Yeah.
It's just another way of gambling, basically, where if somebody doesn't win 1 week or 1 day, the pot continues to grow. So it's like a lottery.
I don't think that's something we should look into right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Your opinion matters. You're the ones that form the rules in our community. I just have to bring it to you, ask your opinion, and then I will talk to our attorney about it tomorrow. Mr. Martin?
I would probably just say no. pretty much against like video gambling in general. I don't think the community really needs that. Gambling's another issue where somebody's gonna blow their entire check when they could be, taking care of family, homes, whatever. But gambling can be an addiction. I think we've already got like places to do like bingo nights for like, the pot. If nobody wins, it continues to grow. So we've already got stuff like that. If you want to buy lottery tickets or whatever, you can go to another establishment for that. That's all I stand out.
Okay. Mr. Morgan?
I guess I'm a little confused as far as what my opinion is. I mean, I don't gamble, but I know the village makes a lot of money on gambling. And again, the people who are gambling are the ones who don't have enough money and shouldn't be gambling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you on that. We're making money from our poorest residents. I mean, some affluent residents are gambling too. I'm sorry you're watching this on YouTube, but well. So again, my point is I'm confused. I really don't like people taken advantage of because they've got a problem with gambling, and most people lose gambling. I don't know many people that win all the time, a couple do. So I guess I'd say no too.
I would present it to the board this way. This could be introduced at a later date. If there was all three of our bars in town came and say,
Right,
we need to do this, then I think that would speak for itself.
right.
And I'm not singling one out because the others didn't come and say anything. I just wasn't aware of it. But if that's your opinion, I appreciate your honesty. Chief, do you have any thoughts on it, one way or another?
I'm not a gambler, so
Okay.
I like my money in my pocket, not.
Well, I'm too cheap, so,
Yeah.
and I don't have an opinion or a vote on it, so. We can ask Ms. Weedle to step in. I will give her the decision of the board. 7:17, you got it. Ms. Weedle, I presented the Illinois hot winds to the board, explained to them what it was. At this time, they're not in agreement with it.
That's fine.
I would just say, which I explained to the board too, that this could be introduced and looked at a later date. And in all fairness, they felt that it wasn't something that they want to see in the village right now. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's really, really new.
It is new. Just so everybody knows, the attorney wasn't, he looked into the legal part of it, but as Ms. Weedle said, it is new. There is not a lot of establishments doing it. Maybe once if it takes hold or whatever, then we'll have a guideline to go by. Right now, we're kind of like asking questions and we don't know the questions to ask. So that is the decision of the board.
Okay.
That's all I have for this evening. I don't think there's a need to go in executive session. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Aye. In favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everybody.